We're still in the fight at the top of the National League North, but we're starting to drop really crucial points. What is up, guys? Matthew here and welcome back to another episode of our FM24 Journeyman career mode. Currently the manager of the Quakers. A big thank you for tuning in, and if you could be so kind, please do drop a like on this video. It really does take only 2 seconds of your time and it helps the video out no ends, and leave me a comment too with your thoughts also. But as I mentioned at the start of the episode, we're starting to drop crucial points, and the last time you guys saw me was when we bottled a 3-goal lead. I still can't believe it, against FC United of Manchester, and drew 3-3 in the end. We did bounce back and beat Warrington 2-1. And this was a very impressive away performance because we essentially FM'd Warrington. I don't know how they didn't win, or at least draw that game. They had so many chances and they missed so many sitters. They had one disallowed. I honestly know what it feels like to FM someone else now. It's nice to not be the one getting FM'd and to do it to someone else. But we beat a very good Warrington side 2-1. They were just on the brink of the playoffs, so that was crucial to open up a gap to them. And then we did it again. We went to Kidderminster, and albeit this was a slightly different game, it was 2-2 after 15 minutes. We got ourselves in front just before half-time and conceded a 91st minute equaliser, which means essentially in the last 3 we should have had 9 points. We've only got 5. It's quite annoying. We've also had a game postponed in between then, so we should have played Boston, but that's been postponed because January. So we're back a little bit earlier for the game between Braintree and Tamworth, and then we'll play the Boston game off screen and be back in the next episode for Eastbourne, Boro and Peterborough Sports. And we'll see what happens then. So lots of fixtures in a very quick space of time, but for me, Braintree 3rd, Tamworth 7th. This was a pair of games we simply had to play because Braintree are just above us in the league table. South Shields are top as it stands, and they're in great form at the moment. They've actually leapfrogged Scunthorpe now, who've dropped. They've been spotty of late. It's safe to say Braintree have been in pretty good form though as we come up against them, and we arguably are in the worst form of the top 7, which is not what we want at all. You've got Alfreton who are flying towards us, as you can see. Tamworth playing well, Telford too. So I'm not feeling the pressure, but we could easily come out of this with 2 defeats, or we could come out of it with 2 victories. Our outlook on automatic promotion might look very different at the end of this episode because the gap to the top is now 6 points, but we have a game in hand, so we can claw it back down to 3. So let's get stuck in then, and we host Braintree in a really huge clash at the top of the table. So here's the team then to host Braintree, and it's near enough our strongest team. We've got Tommy Taylor in goal, who, by the way, has dropped a number of clangers himself of late. I don't know what to do about our 2 goalkeepers. I mean, they're both doing absolutely terribly at the moment. I'm tempted to give young Liam Mason a goal, but even he had terrible games earlier in the season. We just seem to have horrible luck with goalkeepers at the moment, but the match load's starting to take its toll a little bit, so we are going to keep Harry Perrotton on the right-hand side. Lecky and Leek are going to remain as the centre-back pairing, as Jensen Sumnall had a bit of a shocker in the last game. Harry Wright, though, will come in for Nathan Newall, who didn't have a great game last time out, and himself is a little bit tired with the heavy match load. CJ Clark is going to stay in the centre of midfield, but James Harvey, who was incredible last time, is going to come in for Ben Little. Caden Kelly remains as the advanced of the 3, with Green on one side, Spellman on the other, Thompson up front, as you would expect with the front 4. And to be fair, the front 4 or front 3 were outstanding in the last game. It was the defenders and the goalkeeping that let them down. And we are starting to concede a lot, and that's a real worry. We have had a lot of away games though in the last few fixtures to some very informed sides. So maybe it's just the timing of the fixtures, the difficulty of the fixtures, that has maybe just caught us out a little bit over obviously the busiest period of the year as well. So maybe there's a number of possible logical reasons as to why we've not dropped off, but at the same time, we should have had 9 points from our last 3 games, which would have been amazing over this winter period at the same time. So this is a big game for us. We're at home against in front of our own fans. One of our rivals has come to town. I'm hoping we can really put in a good performance for the home fans at Blackwell Meadows here and jump Braintree into the top 3. That would be awesome. And talking of a difficult... And we're going to go positive, we're at home. Let's go for it, boys. Talking of difficult fixtures, Braintree have just had Scunthorpe, who they got beat by. So they've had a really tough run, having Scunthorpe and Darlington. But here's Hammond, and that is just typical of what is happening at the moment. Everything that is going towards our goal is finding its way into the back of the net. Hammond cut inside, and it took the most cruel of deflections. I don't know who it hit, but that time Taylor can't do anything about it. And we go down early. And we've done that in a few games recently. Conceding really early. That one, a little bit unlucky, but not ideal. Not ideal at all. And, we've done nothing since. It's not been great. And it's... I'm just getting a little concerned. We're starting to slip a little bit, in the title race at the moment. I don't know if we quite have what it takes. There's a lot of sides around us who are just not letting up, and a lot of sides behind us who are playing very well, although they've absolutely buggered that up. In terms of a goal kick, we've won it high up the pitch here. Harry Green, he's got Ben in the box, and how the hell has that not gone in? It was saved on the line. And you feel if that was the opposition, that goes in. If it's us, it doesn't. And they clear away. Can we recycle and put the ball back in? Here's Leckie. Back to Perrott. Leak now. Harry Wright. On the left-hand side. A very good full-back, but he's ran into a green shirt, annoyingly. And, that's an awful pass. Harvey plays it into Thompson, who takes a shot from range. But it's wide. Damn it. Oh, now they've got a free kick in a very good position. Hammond takes it, but it's clear of the bar. I think Taylor looked pretty confident in that one. But no shot on target. We've edged the XG, but no shot on target here. Sims clears it for Braintree. It's another pretty poor clearance, but we've basically gave it back to them anyway. Smith on the right-hand side. Cuts inside. I thought we might nick the ball off them here. We've got them pressed in a corner, but they're going to get out. We didn't really press them there when we should have. Here's Wade into Hammond. It's a great ball in behind. It's a brilliant ball. Critchlow here. Squares it, and, well, that's a shocker. It should be 2-0 to Braintree. They've missed an absolute sitter. I'm going to demand more heading into the end of the half to see if we can get something going, but it's going to be a half where we've not registered a shot on target, and are they going to double their lead? This would be the worst time, and it's a penalty. Handball. Oh. Handball against CJ Clark. 2-0. And this is a team that we need to beat, really, to compete at the top. They beat us earlier in the season, and they're beating us again. And it's not been great. It's not been great. And now, all of a sudden, the gap to the top is 9 points. Yeah. We've not been creative enough. We've not been positive enough. I'm going to have to bring the changes early here. Andrew Nelson's going to come on. Young James Harvey's struggling a little bit, Kid, and Kelly's had a bit of a bad game. Even Spellman. I mean, when Spellman has a bad game, you know things are bad. I'll only make the one change for now. In fact, I'm going to give Thompson a bit of time, actually. I'm not going to do anything rash, but we are pretty much going to have to go attacking, I think, from here on in. We can't afford to just positively try and edge our way back into the game. We need a goal quickly, and Harry Green has just been caught sleeping on the ball, and these individual errors are starting to creep in as well, I've noticed, and then they've waltzed into the box, and thankfully the goalkeeper's actually made a bloody save for a change. Every shot on target normally goes in against us at the moment, but they could follow it up, and Taylor's done well there considering. He comes out and gathers nicely. I'm going to berate them, you know. I'm going to berate them, and that's worked actually. Maybe we need to berate them a bit more often. And, well, Thompson's nicked the ball there. That's good. That's some desire. But Green's played the ball into a box where there wasn't a black and white shirt. Harvey recovers the second ball. It's a great low cross into Thompson. Can't get on the end of it. Kelly, Thompson, Green is in. It's a beautiful move. And he's onside. No, he's not. Of course he isn't. Of course he isn't. He isn't. It's been a good response, but I feel like we've gave ourselves too much to do here. Right, now I'm going to make the change. Nelson, Little. We need a goal, and we need a goal quickly. If we're going to salvage anything, I'd take a point just to keep Braintree within touching distance. If they win here, they go 5 points clear of us. And we're looking below, over our shoulder and not up for the first time, you would say, this season. That free kick come to nothing. I'd just like us to have a comeback, you know. We've been pegged back in so many games when we've had a comfortable lead. What's Kelly doing? What's he doing? He had the ball and he was in a great position and he's just gave it away. What's wrong with some of our players at the moment? And that's a fantastic block. I don't know who that was, but they've saved a certain 3-0 there. I'm going to demand more again. It's just not going to happen for us, is it? We're going to have to go very attacking. Spellman hasn't had a great game. It's a collector's item. Very attacking. It's just not going to fall for us, is it? And all of a sudden, Banbury are 3 points behind. Alfreton are 6 points behind with 2 games in hand. It's crazy how quickly things can change. But we're just not going to get... It's just not going to go for us today. And it's so frustrating. Lecky heads it to no one. Blackwell will cross it in, and I feel a third goal coming here. Yeah. Oh dear. We always have this lull, don't we, after Christmas. And we're starting to concede goals frequently. Perrett's dropped to 5.9. Maybe we need to start reconsidering the position of some of these players in the side and start giving some other players a run in the team. Perrett's been done in behind again. It's down his side. And it should have been 4. It's too easy. They're just waltzing through us at the moment. We're conceding way too many chances a game at the moment. The opposition's XG is just way too high. And, yeah, suddenly automatic promotion is looking unlikely. And that is a woeful defeat. I'm not happy at all. And defenders, I'm not happy with you either, especially. Not good. 5 points off of Braintree now, and things have just started to go wrong a little bit. I might have a team meeting. I mean, I know we should have had 9 points from them 3 games, so it is sort of fine margins, I guess, but dearie me. Tamworth's a big game now, though. I think if we were to lose this, we'd have to pull the boys in and just, try and get them in line. I mean, in the last 4 games, we've conceded 13 goals, and we don't seem to have a good goalkeeper amongst us at the moment. So, yeah, in a bit of a lull at the moment, I think it's safe to say, and Tamworth could pull the gap to 5 points as well, which would be disastrous, really. So if we can just edge clear of them, it would just give us a bit of breathing space. So this next game is suddenly quite important. Okay, so here's the lineup for the game at home to Tamworth. We literally are just throwing crap at a wall and seeing what sticks in terms of the goalkeepers at the moment. Just trying to find one of them who can just find some form. But I wouldn't say that the defenders are helping out too much, hence why Harry Perrett's been dropped. And Frankie Ealing will come in down the right-hand side. Lecky and Leek are the pair at the back. The three of them are sort of vibing for them positions as well now, but Jensen Sumnall has had a couple of shockers as well, so we're going to revert back to the pair who were very successful for us in the early days. Nathan Newall is back in on the left as well. CJ Clark will remain as the ball-winning midfielder. James Harvey comes in for Caden Kelly, who didn't have a great game last time out. He's going to be a more defensive ball winner, I think. I'm just trying to do something to stop the goals going in, and Ben Little will play a bit further forward. In fact, no, I'll keep him there because Kelly's not 100% fit. You know what, I'm going to play Caden Kelly actually. He'll be fine because Harry Green's not fit either. But he's going to start. Spellman is as well, and I've opted for Andrew Nelson ahead of Mitchell Curry for this one. And I'm changing my mind on that one as well. Literally. I am a guy who does not know his best team all of a sudden. And I think it's harsh to look at the attackers really and think they need changing around. It's at the back. It's at the back where we need to suddenly just stop conceding goals, and I'm going to say I need a strong defence today. That's a good call, and I need you to take control of the midfield. Forwards are fine. Nothing wrong with the forwards at all. I just want us to just find some consistency. It's been very win-draw, draw-loss, win-loss for a while, and that's not going to be good enough to keep us up the top end of the table. And we play Tamworth now, and I don't recall what the score was last time we played Tamworth, but crucially, it's a chance to pull clear of them. It's exactly like the Warrington game we had last time, where we weren't at our best then either, but we pulled away from them and dragged ourselves clear with a very narrow win. But we've got a corner here. Kelly whips it in, headed clear by Pitcher. Kincaid and Kelly put it back in. Here's Leek. Newall's took a shot. It's hit the post. So close to an absolute screamer there. What an effort from Nathan Newall. But not to be. Braintree winning again. The pace of the top three is relentless. It really is. I thought we'd be able to stick in it and make it a 4-team fight. I don't think we will have enough, unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, of course. Only the top team goes up automatically. That would have been really hard to achieve anyway. Second and third's where you want to finish because you get a bye into the semi-final of the playoffs then. So that's still a target I would love us to achieve. Harry Green with the cross in, and there's Max Thompson, and that's a brilliant goal. Great to see us get on the score sheet first. It's a case of can we keep the ball out of the other net now and try and keep Tamworth out, but Harry Green with a beautiful ball, and I'm glad I opted to keep Max Thompson in because he's done well there up against two very big defenders, and it's a crucial lead in a very important game. And look at that, South Shields play Scunthorpe elsewhere. What a huge game that is at the top, and South Shields are winning. They're not managed by Captain Goodspeed, are they? No wonder they're winning. Top of the league. It's 2-0. Wow. That could be a huge game at the top for South Shields, and Scunthorpe might be bottling promotion for the second season in a row. And we might be bottling the league once again because all of a sudden we've gifted the ball back to Tamworth as we love doing, and suddenly we're in trouble here. Finn crosses it in and Shelby's dropped it. What? I don't get it. It's like we've signed a half-a-star goalkeeper in disguise and the game is just displaying his stats wrong, because for a guy who's meant to be a 4-star goalkeeper, and I'm going to encourage him individually, and that's made him uninterested. I just don't have that trust and that goalkeeper I can lay my hat on and feel confident by. A clean sheet would do him the world of good, but in fairness, We've demanded a good defensive display, and we've got one. We've literally not give Tamworth a sniff. So we can keep going. Keep going. This has been good so far. But we still only have the 1 goal advantage. And we've seen in recent games, 1 goal isn't enough. Hell, in some games, 3 goals isn't even enough. South Shields are winning 4-0. Oh, dearie me, Scunthorpe. That's not good, is it? And I don't think encouraging the boys worked well either, because they've not took that feedback very well at all. CJ Clark, oh, he's unlucky there. He's unlucky. He was key to how we started the season, really, winning the ball back in that pocket. Why is Newall heading that out straight to Finn? He had so many black and white shirts to aim for. Finn crosses it in. It's an own goal. Oh, no. Tamworth haven't had a sniff. They've not done anything. So what do we go and do? Oh, we'll put it in the net for you, lads. Oh. That is so typical, isn't it? You know what? We couldn't buy a clean sheet if they were free. Seriously. We couldn't buy a clean sheet if they were going for free. Ridiculous. Right, Spellman, I can't believe he's having another shocker. I don't know what's going on with him at the moment, but we're going to have to bring him off. I think Little's going to have to come on as well. Kelly's not playing well. We've opted to keep him in, but he's not playing well. Come on, someone step up. We need somebody to win us this crucial game here. I think we're going to have to go attacking pretty soon. We're going to go attacking now. We need to go for the win at home. Come on, boys. Do I go very attacking? We've got a corner. Please, somebody. Oh, it's saved. Lecky's hit. Mr. Point Blank header. Green. Harvey back to Harry Green. Back to Harvey. Clark. Never going to score. Never going to score from there, mate. That was the wrong decision. The wrong decision for me. Let's go very attacking. I mean, the top 2 guys are having a great game, but they're looking very tired. There still might be a goal in there, though, if I'm honest. So we're going to leave it as is and push for a winner. Come on, we've let so many late goals in. Can we just have one go our way, please? Right, Nelson's going to go on the right-hand side. Another forward on. In fact, let's stick him up. That's C.D. Sinian, isn't it? That's the wrong winger. Stick Nelson up front. With Thompson. It's not happening, is it? We can't buy a clean sheet. We can't hold on to a lead. And we're dropping points galore. It's not good enough. Tamworth did nothing in that game. And an own goal is what has gave them a point. It's just not going for us at the moment. We should be so much further up the league than what we are. And, yeah. We're now 11 points off the top. A game in hand, but it's not going to do much, is it? Oh, dearie me. That's so frustrating. We should have won. We should have beat Tamworth. We should have beat Kidderminster. And we should have beat FC United. But we didn't. So, it's safe to say the automatic spot is slipping away now. You know, we've got, what is it, 46 games? Yeah, I can't see us catching South Shields now, if I'm honest. It's all about trying to get into the top 3, I think, and that will give us a bye into the semi-final of the playoffs. And I think Braintree, they're looking unstoppable at the moment. We might have to look at Scunthorpe as a target with our game in hand. If we win that, we're 6... No, we're not. We're not 6 points. We're 4 points off them, which is a lot better. But we've got Banbury breathing down our necks and Alfreton who have a game in hand as well. Luckily, the gap to 7th or 8th, sorry, is 10 points. But yeah, we just cannot buy a clean sheet. We cannot buy a win, and we're making life so much harder for ourselves. We are going to play the Boston game off screen, and I'll be back for Eastbourne Boro, and I want to keep knocking the league games out, so we'll probably do a triple header. We'll do Peterborough Sports and Spennymoor in that game, and then I think we'll have a huge break before coming back for maybe South Shields and Blythe at the start of March. We'll see how we get on. But that's it for now, guys. Hopefully, by the time I see you next, we'll be able to buy a win and maybe even a clean sheet. Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, until next time, guys, a big thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do hit the like button and subscribe for more. And hit the bell too so you never miss an episode. Comment below your thoughts, and if you can let me know where I can find a clean sheet, that would be nice. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.